Um, Hi everybody. Just to let you know, this isn't going to be your typical unboxing video. That's why my sister is not sitting here with me at this time. This video is more about compassion. As many of us found out last night, Chadwick Boseman passed away due to colon cancer. That, of course, we are now pretty much shocked to find out that he was fighting with for 4 years. Um, Last night, I was working on a midnight deployment with my job when his name came up in my Twitter feed. And of course, my first reaction was, oh man, he must have released something new about Black Panther. And I clicked on it, and then I saw that he had passed away. Now, of course, I thought another internet hoax. Let me click around, and you're checking news sources, and you're finding news sources that aren't always reliable. So then you sort of keep clicking around, and then I got to his official site and saw his family's message, and I knew that it was true. And it felt like a hole had been punched into my chest because you knew the type of roles that he played and how he carefully made sure he represented America. So then the next thing you notice is, of course, there's an onslaught of just people commenting and saying things and, saying what they meant, what he meant to them. But in turn, I kind of had a thought of what's going to happen as time rolls on. People are going to start looking at the Twitter feeds of the people who work with him, and they're going to start criticizing their comments, um, criticizing what they say about him. And I just ask for compassion for not only Chadwick's family, but his friends, his co workers, his associates. Please let them comment and say what they want to say in their own time. Everyone grieves differently. You don't have the right to comment or question how someone else grieves. Some people who put out comments right away because they happen to be awake when it happened and they saw. Some people are just waking up this morning and finding out what happened. They're, like I said, I saw it on Twitter. I didn't get that alarm on my phone telling me what happened. So somebody's waking up right now who knows him, and they're seeing phone messages saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry about your friend," and they're just going, "What in the world happened?" And then they're seeing it on their news feeds, and they're not believing it. So they're either doing one of two things: they are calling Chadwick's phone, hoping that he picks up and saying, "Oh my gosh," when his wife or his manager or agent picks up the phone and say, "I'm sorry, but it's true." Or they're checking that one news source that they trust and seeing that it's there. And they are just distraught and hurt. And they are now calling other friends that knew him and trying to comfort each other. And I know that when someone passes away, you try to get in contact with family first before they see it someplace else, because you don't want that person to have to go through the pain of digging and finding out. So you're trying your best to contact everyone you know who knew him so they can find out from you instead of finding out from the news or a rumor mill and having to contact his phone again and having his wife or someone else tell you the news once again that that person's gone. So when someone writes a comment who knew him and worked with him and considered themselves his friend, and all they can write is "rest in peace," don't sit there and think that they're being short or they're being mean. That might be the only thing they can get through without bursting into tears. Understand when that person writes something really long and heartfelt, they don't need you to grammar check or spell check them. That's not what they wrote it for. When someone comments, don't say, "Why did it take you so long?" You have no idea what that person was going through just to send out that message. So, all I'm asking for at this time is if we can just have a little bit of compassion in this world and let people grieve how, when, and where they want to grieve. That is their business. The same way it was Chadwick's business to keep his illness to himself. It is their business to keep their grieving to themselves. No one owes you their pain. No one owes you their grieving. And you have no right to demand it from them. So, I will end this the way we always end this, slightly. In life, there is a black and white. But when it comes to compassion, there is never a shade of gray.